Boom! Happy days. Welcome back to Coach Build Classics. We've been making solid progress on two very special projects, the Mercedes 300 SL Gullwing and the Jaguar Lindon-Knocker. So let's give you a walkthrough of how we got here, what we've been doing, and what's up next. This project started as a flat pack of CNC routed wood and a pile of assembly plans. Didn't go the smoothest, but eventually we got it together and could start working from it. From there, we filled the sides with foam. Why we did that is this buck's going to be sitting for a long time and we didn't want it to move and wanted to give it some structural rigidity. So we just foamed 2 strips coming along the sides. From there, aluminium baby, let's start shaping. Knocked out the rear sections first and started moving forwards. After the rear, we jumped into these quarter panels. Now, when I made the paper pattern, for some reason, it was lying to me quite a bit. The whole thing wasn't foamed, so it came with an unexpected amount of stretch in the middle. I thought, hey, this is quite flat, let me just nip the edges with shrink and then wheel it up. That wasn't the case. I shrunk the edges, wheeled up the middle a little bit, jumped back on the edges, shrunk them some more and realized something's up here. So I just wheeled the whole panel clean and started stretching the middle and just gradually stretched the middle out, checked on my gauges, stretched it out, and went back for 2 days, a quarter to get them to fit. But now they're fitting. From there, we tackled those reverses. They're fitting nice and sweet. Then we started moving forward slowly. From there, we jumped on, I can't remember exactly, I think it was the sills of the vehicle. They're now completed, still have to be welded and a jog will run through them. But for now, this is how they stay. On the roof, didn't give us too much headaches. We've got one section of the door complete. The A posts, B posts, we're still going to work on them. We're just waiting for glass. Why I'm waiting for glass is I don't want to finish the post according to the back and then the glass is completely different and now nothing flows and we've got to restart and modify this and that. It's just much easier making it right the first time. So then we start moving on to the front of the vehicle. We came onto these guys. What we did here, on these reverse curves, we shaped this front section because it kicks down extreme amounts in the front. We shaped it in 2 and just welded it. So I shaped this upper section and this lower section. This way I could anneal the front here and just hammer it down with a slapper. Just put a slapper on, a ball peen, softly tapped it down, tapped it down, tapped it down, and eventually I got it to flow. Once that was done, I welded them together, welded it to the rear section, planished it, and now we've got one sweet looking panel. Then sometime between that process, we jumped on these outer ones. They made now fitting, flowing. If you look down, it's looking good. Then most recently, we jumped on these headlight buckets. They are shaped 90%. These lower sections we shaped in 2. Why I shaped these lower sections in 2 is because we could do it in 1, but we're either going to have to shrink an extreme amount at front or stretch quite a bit in the middle. So I decided, let's give that a skip. Make it in 2, that way there's not a lot of stretch or a lot of shrink. It's just a happy medium. Where I welded it, there's a ton of shape, so after I welded it, it didn't pull too much and it was 5 minutes to planish, to be honest. In future episodes on the Gullwing, you can look forward to the complete grille arriving and then we can start marking and foaming the apertures so that we can knock that out the park, weld it together and have a front end that's pretty much complete. Once that's done, we're more than likely going to move into the doors, mark all their apertures, and then we can start A posts, B posts, turning edges, running joggles, all that fun, time-consuming, boring stuff. Once we have this entire body welded, planished, and put together, we're going to be heading over to this SLK 32 AMG monocoque. Here's how we got here. This started off as a perfectly running, driving SLK 32 AMG, a supercharged V6 that ran beautifully. But this isn't just about the Mercedes you see here. This is a starting point for something much bigger. From here, we began stripping it down. Doors off, boot off, roof off, bonnet off, everything came off until we reached the A-posts and zip, cut, they were gone. Then we pulled the carpets, wiring and fuel tank, leaving behind nothing but the monocoque shell. That bare structure is what's going to form the foundation for our aluminium-bodied Gullwing build. It's all part of the same vision, the soul and performance of a modern AMG wrapped in the timeless shape of a handcrafted aluminium Gullwing. And once it's done, that power to weight ratio is going to make this thing something truly special. Over here on the Jaguar Lindon-Knocker, we've got majority of the welding wrapped up and finished. There's a little bit left to do on the roof skins and along the B-post. Once that's complete, there's on to a whole lot of solid riveting, giving this car its aeromotive inspired look that really sets it apart. This Jaguar Lindon-Knocker started the exact same way as the Mercedes Gullwing. A flat pack of 9mm marine ply arrived at the door. Wham, bam. From there, we started assembling, and that went over a couple days. So this car didn't start with all the fun, clean work. It started on this, which was originally a Jaguar 2+2 complete body. From there, roof off, B-post off, A-post off, rear section off. A whole bunch of cutting, grinding, and just dirty work. Then we jumped on the sills. Took them off, boom, cut the monocoque straight through the center. Shortened it, welded it through again, and made new sills. Then, once that was complete, we jumped on the buck. This arrived as a flat pack of CNC routed wood, and we then assembled over a couple days and got to shaping. I won't lie, I shot myself in the foot twice building this car. So on this rear lower quarter, I decided, hey, let's do this in one, it's not going to be too hard. Then I spent probably 4 days making this side because there's a giant flat in the bottom and a whole bunch of shape in the corner here. So then I decided, let's do the other side the exact same way. I've learned my lessons, I know how to speed this up. Jumped over to the next side and spent 3 or 4 days doing this side because it gave me the exact same troubles. I know in the future, avoid that at all costs. Next time I do a shape like this, I'm just going to weld it straight through the corner here. That way it's not a lot of shrink or stretch on the bottom, not a lot of shrink or stretch on the sides. Quick, easy weld to planish. Done day. When I first started this project, I thought, wow, this is a beautiful thing. But the more I shape panels and the more I work on it, I realized this is the most beautiful thing. The shapes, the curves, the flow, it's nothing like I've ever seen before. It's nothing like any other cars I've seen before. It's just pictures, videos, just don't do it justice. I mean, come on, just look at the curves and the flow of the car. It's unreal. It's like a bullet if a car was a bullet. That's the best way I can explain it. So next up, we're tackling these reverse sections. Once that's in, door apertures, window apertures, boot apertures and openings. Then we're gonna wire edge the whole rear half of the car and cleco everything together. We're not gonna rivet anything together. We're gonna cleco it, fit it on the monocoque. From there, once everything's aligned and we're happy, gaps are done, then we'll take one cleco at a time, put a rivet in. Next cleco, rivet, next cleco. That way, if something has to change, we don't have to drill rivets out and cut and grind. We'll still have to, but not as much. So in the near future, you can expect the first Coach Build Classics P4. Now, the interesting thing about that build is the buck's busy being cut, should arrive here in the next 3 to 4 weeks. And it's not just a body. We're gonna be investing in a whole bunch more fabrication tooling, a nice 60mm thick cast iron chassis table, and it's the first complete build to leave. So it's gonna be a little bit controversial because it's not a boost by gear, transaxle, and you're gonna have to wait and see what the rest is. But I can tell you this, it's gonna be a one-off and a lot of people are gonna hate it and a lot of people are gonna love it. So stick around and find out how we're gonna do it.